I'm the story poet, and I'm going to read a story to you today called Phoebe's Nightlight. And let's see if you can figure out what is happening in this story. On beautiful autumn evenings, children play outside until the last smidgen of light burns away. Eli and Phoebe were no exception. Eppie, the oldest at 11, called them inside. "Baz, bedtime, hurry up, you two." "She thinks she's Mom," whispered Eli to Phoebe. "Mom," Eli missed Mom. "I know," said Phoebe, "and she's so mean and bossy, making us sweep the floor after supper." Their father, having overheard the conversation, walked into the kitchen. "Why, she's positively straight out of Dickens." "Who's that?" asked 5-year-old Eli. "You'll find out when you go to school," said their father. "Now off to bed with you." "Is he a janitor?" the boy wanted to know. Phoebe rolled her eyes, took her little brother by the hand, and headed to the bedroom they had to share. Eppie insisted on having a room to herself. It was yet one more thing that irritated Phoebe about her older sister. Dad closed the book, ignoring their begging for more, and insisted on lights out for the night. At 8, like her little brother, she too missed her mother, so having her father with them helped ease the ache. Dad stood at the doorway and flicked off the light switch. "Good night now, and no nonsense. Phoebe, the light stays off. No reading. I love you." "Night, Dad," they said in unison. Eli fell asleep the moment he snuggled his head into the pillow. He was never one for nighttime chit-chat. Phoebe's eyelids had just begun to droop when a bright light suddenly appeared at her window, causing her eyes to pop wide open. "What is it? Who's out there?" She ran to the window, but the light only backed away, hovered a moment, and disappeared. Gone. What was that? She wondered aloud again. She sat down on the window seat, lingered a while, hoping for its return. Whatever it was, she had a funny feeling the light wanted to make its way inside. No, she decided, that was too weird. And so she climbed back into her cozy bed. She couldn't sleep, though. She missed Mom. But worse, she was very worried about Ezra, her brand new baby brother. He had come into the world just a week ago, but he was sick, and Mom refused to come home. She said she would come home only when she could bring Ezra along too. The next night, Dad made it through chapter 4, but Phoebe didn't care to move on to chapter 5. She wanted the room quiet and dark, and not long after her father again had said good night, she perched herself on the window seat, hoping to see the little beam of light. She was not disappointed. From the neighbor's yard, she watched it come toward the house. At first, it was a bitsy ball of light, but as it drew near, it strengthened, intensified, and at the window when it appeared, the room filled with a beautiful glow of warm white light. Her father opened the door to say, "Phoebe, what did I say about the light?" "Shush, Dad, don't make it go away." The light lingered a moment longer, just as it had done the night before, and then it whooshed away. "What was that?" said her father when he'd recovered his wits. "I don't know, but I think it wants to come inside with us." "What?" "I can't explain it, Dad. It's just I don't know, a feeling I have. I've had that feeling about it since last night." "You've seen this before?" "Uh-huh, last night." "Well, I'll be," said her father, rubbing his chin. "I've heard of such things, only I thought it was nonsense and such." "What, Dad?" "Never mind now. Let's just get you to bed, my dear." And so, for the next many nights, the little light came to Eli and Phoebe's window. Only with each passing night, it hovered longer and longer. Eppie even interrupted her piano practice to watch the evening show. Dad and Eppie and Eli had all sorts of explanations for it. An orb, a ghost, a reflection, a refraction, a neighbor's hoax. "Somebody must have a flashlight and a mirror and is having hysterics over the lot of us," concluded their father. But Phoebe knew better. So the following night, after her father, sister, and brother had fallen asleep, she sat down at her usual spot at the window. Only this time, she opened the window, called out to the flickering light, "You can come in now, little star." And with that, an enormous beam burst through the window, then the shutter, and flew all about the room. An explosion of light. Phoebe laughed, clapped her hands, jumped up and down on her bed. She shouted for her father, her sister, and her brother. "Come on, everybody!" Amazed and astonished, they cheered and hugged one another. "Dad, quick, hurry and open the nursery door. Hurry, Dad." Her father opened the bedroom door. The light sped down the hallway, and into the nursery it went. The light dimmed, and then the light went out. And when Dad, Eppie, Eli, Phoebe, and Mom, who had come home, all gathered round and looked into the crib, baby Ezra lay sleeping. I hope you enjoyed it.